What would you do in a moment of out-of-character anger? You've lashed out at someone and left them for dead. Would you own up or cover up? That's exactly what Coma is all about. But is it worth watching, or is it one of those where you just want to fall asleep? Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Carl. Today's video is my review for the Channel 5 drama called Coma, which was directed by Michael Samuels. Please press that subscribe button if you can for more crazy videos, and also let me know in the comments down below if you watched this drama, Coma, what's your own thoughts on this? Thank you. The story follows an ordinary family guy called Simon, played by the brilliant Jason Watkins, who one night punches a young 17-year-old thug called Jordan, played by Joe Barber, who's been terrorising the local community. As Jordan's left fighting for his life in a coma, Simon makes the split-second decision to lie to the police that he found Jordan unconscious.
You don't have to see out your full notice period. You can finish up today. Thanks for everything, Simon.
This came from the mortgage company.
Hey!
You've got something to say, big man? I asked you a question.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, all right, big man.
What are you going to do about that?
Did you see what happened?
Just found him. Made a mistake.
You're the man that found my boy.
You saved his life.
I saw you. What you did, you and that lad.
It was self-defense.
Was it? You have to try and act as though you're innocent. If we panic, it's over.
The first thing that popped into mind while watching this TV drama Coma, it reminded me of watching the movie Falling Down, starring Michael Douglas, with those same kind of pressures. Our main character, Simon. Now, Jason Watkins did a brilliant job at showing us the pressures and stress that Simon is under. He's just been made redundant from his job. He can't afford the repayments on the house, and to have all this added stress of punching this young thug, and what's the chances? Putting him in a coma as well, where he's fighting for his life. The pressures and stresses just build up and up and up. But not only does Simon have to try and cope with all these stresses, Jordan's father is a kind of violent, psychopathic guy. His name was Paul, played by Jonas Armstrong. He's the kind of guy that you definitely would not want to cross. He also showed a sensitive side as well. And our family guy, Simon, just found himself getting deeper and deeper involved. Sadly, I did find that episode 1 and episode 2 did drag a little, with episode 2 leaving us on a cliffhanger, which set up episode 3 nicely. And I did find that episode 3 and 4 did pick up a little. It was quite entertaining. There were some good uses of camera work used as well. And I must mention Jordan, especially the camera work used in that, because he is staring right at the camera, and it's a real close-up, and you can imagine this guy right in your face. I thought the camera work used for that was spot on. There were some good side views, switching to drone shots as well. Coma did have a very strong cast, as well as all the cast members that I've mentioned so far. This drama also starred Claire Skinner, who many of you will probably remember as the mum in Outnumbered. And this drama also starred David Bradley. He was the next door neighbour. Many of you will probably know him from the Harry Potter franchise. The story was well written, and over the 4 episodes, I think there was a message that this drama was trying to tell us at the end of the day, because truthfully, this could happen to anyone. In a split-second decision where you're just not thinking right and you want to protect your family, you just snap. And like I say, you're just without thinking. Which brings me nicely onto the next bit. Our main character, Simon, he was having these dreams of what possibly could happen. And I like the part where there was one scenario where Simon, he's got this fug in his face and he just goes like that, walks away and closes the door. I got to give a mention to the guy who played Simon's boss in this drama. I think his name was Jimmy. And he did such a good job at playing this cocky, arrogant boss. You just found yourself screaming at him through the TV because he was so annoying. He's just made our character Simon redundant and he's laughing in his face. And it was just so frustrating because he was so young and cocky with it. I did pick up on Simon's knuckles. After punching Jordan, his knuckles were all red across there. He did hide them a little bit, but he ended up shaking the dad's Paul's hand with that bad cut knuckle hand there. Now remember, Paul is this violent, psychopathic guy. If that was me, I'd probably have tried to hide it a little bit and maybe use the other hand perhaps, that sort of thing. And I found myself cringing because I thought he was going to spot those red marks across the knuckles there, but he didn't. But like I say, it was very, very risky. The music used in Coma, I did feel could have been a little bit better for me personally. Unfortunately, there was no anxious anxiety moments in this drama for me, which is such a shame, but the drama was well written. It did tell a good story and it was very entertaining as well. Which brings me on to, were there any negatives in the TV drama Coma? For me personally, there wasn't. But, and there is a but, in episode 4, there was a lot going on in episode 4 and all the loose ends were tied up nicely, which ended brilliantly for me because that's what you want after watching a 4-hour drama. You want it to have a good ending. But I do have one thing to say. What happened to our neighbour Harry? They never said. I would have liked to have known what happened to our neighbour Harry. That's all I've got to say. There is a message in this drama and it's telling us, and you do have to remember this if you can because it's easily done, always do the right thing. That's the message this drama is teaching us, and it's right really, because a split-second decision and it can all go spiraling out of control. So always do the right thing. There's 4 episodes of the Channel 5 drama Coma. All episodes are available to stream now. Each episode has a running time of an hour long with those annoying ads. There's no sex or nudity. There's mild profanity. There's a tiny bit of violence in there as well. I give the Channel 5 drama Coma 3 out of 5 popcorns. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my review of the Channel 5 drama Coma. If you like this video, please do give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe if you can. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.